Hey there, comic friends, I'm Travis.
And I'm Ethan.
And this is
Monster Comic Reviews.
That's right, and this is for comics for the week of May 20th, 2015. We have a few superhero books.
A few.
We'll talk about those. Start off with A-Force, number 1!
There was one part I liked. It was Miss America showing off she's beauty, she is grace, she'll punch you in the face, and then punting the shark and, you know, Sharknado ruined my day or whatever, and don't tell PETA, and that was it. That was all I really cared about it. Everything else is kind of boring.
Yeah, I like the characterization of the characters in it. I like Loki. I like Medusa questioning She-Hulk. She-Hulk's voice, I don't know, is 100% in comparison to what her own personal comic was. I think there's a lot of trappings that have to do with Secret Wars that we don't really know. Yeah. The whole Thor's thing and you know, the rules don't go outside of your own whatever. I don't, you know, and how come Doom is in charge?
Yeah.
I don't know if any of that stuff's going to be addressed, though. I mean, if those were questions and I felt like the series was going to explore all that and tell us, then those questions I don't mind, because I don't mind having a book that has questions, clearly. But it feels to me like that's not what they're going to talk about, right? They're going to go down to the deep, deep ocean and figure out who's really seeing megalodons on them, right?
Oh, my other complaint with the book is how many times can we let's play a game? How many times can we say America within a single panel?
America.
Like seriously, I think like 7 at one point. Like literally, all this lady says is America, 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 America. Like, no, stop. Like that's all she says. I don't know. It was okay at best.
Oh, who says?
That lady who says America. Like I don't know what her powers are. I don't even remember what her name is.
Oh, the person from Runaways.
Yeah, there's just that one lady who says America all the time. Is that her name is?
Yeah. The girlfriend?
Yeah.
I guess the other excitement is this now solidly plants America as being either lesbian or bisexual, one of the two. Hinted at in Young Avengers, but never really cemented as being that. I would assume this cements it.
Yeah.
My only thing is I don't think we're going to see her anymore in the book. And she's the reason I picked it up.
Yep.
Rumor has it that she has her own title after Secret Wars is done. So, I'll be getting that.
Cool.
Okay.
Next
are we rating these things?
I
it's
guess.
3.
2.
Wow. So, it ventured more on the bad side, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What are we talking about next?
Next up is Loki.
Agent of
Asgard, issue 14.
And of course, this is the last days of, you know, it's the starting of the Secret Wars tie-in for that. Ugh. So, I mean, I enjoy the book. I really like it. This one, it's doing a reasonably good job of hanging on to its own storyline in this, because of course it's all about Loki now being the god of stories as opposed to the god of lies. Still dealing with old King Loki. And what he's trying to do at the same time that our storyteller Loki is trying to do his thing. It seems a little bit weird because, of course, he's come back as yet another persona of Loki, and I mean, clearly he's Loki, but he's not the same Loki.
Now he's full-on adult Loki. I mean, he was like kid Loki, then he was teen Loki, and then like
young adult Loki.
Young adult Loki, and now he's like adult Loki.
Yeah, and so Verdi is kind of
like
is confused because she knows it's Loki, but at the same time, you know, and of course this book tells us that the Secret Wars isn't the end of the universe because Loki clearly states it's the end of the universe, and she starts to freak out, and then she goes, "Wait a second, no, you're lying to me." So, right, like, oh my gosh, I mean,
wow, I'm so surprised, much shock.
What, that in 8 months there won't be any Marvel because it's all gone? But so the other interesting thing is potentially we're going to hear her story now because Loki's kind of insisting on that. The other thing that finally happens, 14 issues in, Loki is now female.
Yeah, after like 5 pages of "Grr, I'm a bear now."
Glad
to see that Loki has not changed at all. I mean, the first issue singing Wicked parodies, and now "Grr, I'm a bear."
That's funny because of course he's got a hairy chest.
Yes,
so he's appreciating his hairy chest. Like, I'm gonna shave an S in it. He's just all this crazy crap.
That's great. Yeah, and then he puts on the coat, and bam.
Right.
Like Lady Loki, and that was cool.
Yeah.
Like I would read a book where Loki is just kind of changing around. I mean, Loki's pretty weird. So.
Yeah. And if I remember correctly, when the book was first advertised this when it was first coming out, that was something that was implied by the writer in interviews is that Loki's gender was going to be fluid, and the fact that, being what he was, that he would be a she or whatever.
Well,
so,
yeah, I mean...
Which is cool, and of course in A-Force, Loki is.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it makes sense because in, like, the original Loki mythos, Loki isn't just gender fluid. I mean, he's like species fluid.
Right,
so,
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still enjoying the book. This wasn't the strongest issue, but I didn't feel like the whole Secret Wars plot threw it off so much. So
normally I'd give it a 3, but Loki has just done such a good job of, like, giving the middle finger whenever events show up to wreck everything that I'm gonna give it a 4.
Cool.
Also, I gotta see Odin and Freya hold big guns, so...
yeah, miniguns. Yeah. Yeah. So, I give it a 3.
What's next?
Next up is Moon Knight, issue number 15.
Okay. I really appreciate this because, it just seems to be this rule that, like, magic can only fight magic. Like, if you aren't using magic or, like, specific stuff. I mean, you can't just walk out and shoot a werewolf. It has to have silver or whatever, right? Okay, so in this, Moon Knight is, messing with this thing, and, his God basically says, this isn't your biz. And he's like, dude, these are travelers at night. This is my job.
Right.
These are
children being snatched away.
Yeah, being snatched away. And the God's like, I can't help you anymore. And he's like, can't or won't. After he gets beat up by this. And so what he does is he goes and he uses his military background, grabs all of his guns, and it is so easy. It is so easy once he does, because when he fights the thing beats the crap out of him, like, it absolutely trashes him. He only lives because the God goes, I guess I can help you this one time, but never again. So then when he fights this giant monster that's eating children, he just shoots it like 60,000 times, like, it's like, oh, I'm going to grab onto you and throw you, and he's like, no, just kidding. Right, he's like, oh, hey, monster, no, just kidding. I mean, it's just so easy. He just shoots it a lot, and that works. And while, it's cool to see him, like, gun stuff down, it's interesting to see his, the dynamic with the God. The real interesting part is at the end when, because it starts out with him going, why have you forsaken me, after he gets beat, and the guy that just got done eating children, that he just shut up, goes, why have you forsaken me, same God?
To his patron saint.
So that's and that really is,
Right, he's been thinking he's been doing good work this whole time.
Well, because the God seems like a benevolent. I mean,
protector of night travelers.
I don't think any God is necessarily benevolent, but benevolent by action.
Right.
Because you're the protector of night travelers, maybe you aren't like, join roses for everyone, but you happen to be doing something that happens to be good.
Right.
Or not.
Yeah.
I guess if you're the one, if the patron is the one that's traveling at night.
Right. Double fold, I'm sure, for Moon Knight, just in the sense is that you tend to get caught up into thinking you're the only one.
Yeah.
You're the only person working for, which is clearly silly. If you read any mythos of any god, they have multiple hands helping them, kind of a thing. So to get caught up into that, and then so to be surprised, oh, I'm not the only one, and then on top of it, to know that the person you've been working for, that you think you're a superhero, has been backing something that eats children. Just plain old innocent children that are in the area. For their bone marrow and whatnot. Anyway, so I thought it was pretty cool. I hear that, I questioned, obviously we're venturing into him not having power. So of course if he gets beat up, whatever, he's even wrecked. I'm told that during Brian Wood's run, it's implied that, I hear that during that little bit of run, that they depower him at some point in that too. So there were some people with some criticism about the fact that, we're doing that again.
We can't tell a movement straight past him.
We're gonna do that. I don't know. So
anyway. As long as he continues to, I don't know. I guess I just hope that we still get to see the different aspects of him.
Oh, right.
When Ellis was writing, and we had the multiple different, the different costumes, right, and stuff.
Well, that was pure schizophrenia, though. So. Oh, you mean Ellis is running? Yeah. Right. The different phases of the moon. Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I give it a 4.
Me too.
Like
Straight up.
Really good. Okay, what's last?
Last up we have Secret Identities, issue 4.
So in this one, we dwell further clearly into some of the identities of the heroes and whatnot. We've got our turncoat, hero who's working really hard to.
Oh my god! See, okay, that's just it. This book, because dark things happen in it, right? And there's lots of dark implied stuff. It's so goofy though.
Well, it's fun at the time. It's that rompy 90s superhero superheroes where they're just all out full on.
Maybe it's because he's a teenager, right? Well, you know, dweeby kind of, you know, younger adult guy, right? Who is working for someone. The Cyclone, whatever his name is, the Wind guy.
Oh, Whirlwind.
Maybe it makes it goofier because, you know, like, what's her face, right? Her adopted brother is
the alien's adopted brother is
messed up.
Is a crime boss.
With the crime, right? And basically they go, hey, give us all your secrets or we'll kill your brother, right?
Right.
And so Cyclone's like, oh, so
it's Whirlwind.
Whirlwind? Yeah. Okay, whatever. Windmass, you know, goes. So you want me to help you steal the secrets? Well, and she's like, no, I want you to help me take them down. And he's just like,
right, because he's the kidnapper.
He gets in. Great, I'm in. So your secret identity is.
No,
I mean, you know, so stuff. It's just comical because, you know, like, nobody suspects him, but yet they still keep putting down his goals. So it's just, it's funny. It's kind of weird because, I mean.
Yeah, one of the other parts I like about it is, of course, we now confirm that the Speedster has 2 families, 2 wives, 2 families, a job, plus being a superhero.
Yep.
And in this issue, he gets a spare 10 minutes to himself.
And
what does he do with it?
He
literally kicks his shoes off and lays in the field and just goes, and because he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to be racing to something. So I thought that was kind of funny, too. Yeah, it's just I mean, this issue in particular wasn't exceptional, I didn't think. But it's just fun. It's a fun superhero book. I hope more people are reading it, so we maintain some of these outside of the big 2 superhero books to see what kind of stories we can tell and whatnot. So, this is cool so far.
Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
Yeah.
Magma guy is cool. That's just it. All the superheroes feel like unique, capable superheroes without being the stereotypical. This is the Superman equivalent. This is the
they're not
they're not the Justice League
analogs of something. Yeah. For sure.
Oh, and it's cool seeing the weird backflashes to the Giant.
Oh, right.
Because what's space messed it up, so now it sounds like it's coming back online.
Yeah, which would be interesting.
You bad?
Yes, because for anybody who doesn't know about the comic, their secret base literally is a giant living creature. Came down.
It was a giant titan. Looked like from a species of people who use titans to fight each other.
Right. So, but they destroyed it and beat it, but they learned that they could get inside of it, and it actually has rooms and buildings inside of it, and they use its actual central nervous system and its blood and all that sort of stuff is actually a living organism, and it maintains the building for them and does all their stuff and actually is their security and all that kind of stuff. But that's clearly going to at some point.
I don't remember what happened, but
it's going to.
I think Whirlwind did something. I don't remember. Something happened and it's coming back online.
Right. Not purposely. It's kind of like a oops.
No, yeah.
And nobody knows this what's happening, so it'll be interesting. Anyway, I give it a 3.
I give it a solid 3.
Yep. That's it. 4 books this week, right? I don't know that I have any superhero books next week at all. But then after that, then DC's back online, so we'll have superhero books.
Yep.
Anyway, thanks for watching. Catch you next week.